AM 560. The Answer.
So, when we talk about subsidies and we talk about the amount of people that are not paying, that are in Obamacare, and the people that are in it and paying, do you know all you need? All you need when you're filling out is a Social Security number. How many people want to figure out that there's a reason Joe Biden, the dimwit in diapers, gave 9 million Social Security numbers to what would be considered illegal aliens if it were not a technicality?
New information released from DHS has revealed that more than 9 million illegal migrants have been issued Social Security numbers since 2021. Of those, 6,000 were on the terrorist watch list. The Biden administration claimed they were issued as part of lawful work authorizations for vetted migrants. But critics point to the thousands on the terror watch list as evidence that no one was vetted at all. This surge stems from Biden executive actions that expanded parole programs, asylum approvals, and temporary protected status, or TPS, allowing millions of illegal migrants to apply for employment authorization documents. Once approved, the illegal migrants then got their Social Security numbers. Here are some facts. Over 1 million migrants from countries like Cuba, Haiti, Nicaragua, and Venezuela were paroled into the United States starting in 2022 and were granted immediate work eligibility. The Biden administration fast-tracked work permits for about 3 million asylum seekers and extended TPS to hundreds of thousands from nations like Sudan and Venezuela, leading to Social Security number approvals as they waited for immigration hearings that could take years. It has since been exposed that these illegal migrants that have Social Security numbers have been signed up for and receive welfare benefits, including SNAP, healthcare, cash assistance, etc.
They said they vetted them, right? 9 million. 9 million illegal aliens, 365 days in a year. Let's just do the simple math. Let's pretend that the government works 7 days a week. That's 6,164 illegal aliens that the government says they vetted a day. You think so? How many government workers you know? What do they do 6,164 times? Do they even blink that much in a day? Nah, they're sleeping. Dr. Huber.
Hey, how you doing, Sean?
Good, brother. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing great. I was listening earlier about the insurance and nobody's talking about the shell game they play with the payments. And there's money there and it's going somewhere. You know, when I order a test, like an MRI, the insurance company or the MRI center will charge $2,600. By the time the insurance company gets through with it, they get paid maybe $600. Now, my question is, when they're calculating your premiums, are they calculating your premium on a payout of $2,600? And when they know they're BSing everybody and they're going to pay out $600, and then you go to the MRI center, you want to pay cash, it's $350. So they're making a profit at $350 and charging $2,600 to the insurance companies when they know they're not going to get it.
Well, which exposes why they want to
game of money.
Well, they want to steer the customers to the MRI centers that the insurance companies own. Because since Obamacare, that's exactly what's happening. Yeah.
I'm talking about the doctors will charge $500 for an office visit. They know they're only going to get paid $150, or if it's Medicare, $75, but they're still charging $500. So when they calculate the cost of our health care, what are they calculating? What they pay out, or what's their bill? What's this game?
Well, do you know what's funny? Do you remember when we were young, Doctor, and they used to have those insurance companies that were private? They weren't controlled by the government. They weren't corrupted and in corporatism with the government. They used to have that thing called actuaries. You remember that? Actuaries?
Yeah.
You don't hear that term much anymore, do you? Do you know why?
No.
Because it doesn't matter. They're making it up. And the idea that we ignore the fact that since Barack Obama came out with this imbecile ghetto care, insurance premiums across the board are up 400%. It's preposterous. They're stealing our money, and they don't even do it for us. They do it through debt, and that's the part that fries me. This is a cover-up by our congressmen and senators, covered up how much money has been stolen from the American future in the form of debt. The idea that we pretend it's normal to have $30 trillion added in 15 years, that's bankruptcy. Yeah. And, you know, Doc, it would be one thing if doctors were getting paid. But one thing I could tell you from the handful of people I know in your industry, they don't seem to be making what they were making before Obamacare, do they?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
No, do you realize also the hospitals and the doctors are using private insurance to subsidize Medicare and Medicaid, because they get paid $1.50 for a visit on Medicaid, so they can't really exist that way. So they charge the $500 to the private insurance company to help subsidize what they're losing on the Medicare and Medicaid.
That's why, Doc. We got to move you down in case I get sick, because I won't go to anybody else. Thanks for making time for me and aggravating me. I had a guy, Doctor, he sent a text in. He goes, "Why is you so angry?" Well, I'm so angry because, number one, I bust my ass like every honest guy. I live on 50% of the money. I've watched myself and other people I know struggle with the cost of this scam care. My question to everybody else is, why aren't you mad? Why aren't you as mad as me? What the hell is wrong with people? Is there that much dope and Chivas Regal floating around? Thank you very much, Dr. Huber.
Thanks. Take care. God bless.
You too. Right back at you. Mitchell, Desplaines.
Hey, Sean, you talk about the Affordable Care Act and Obama. What people don't really know is that Obama's real name is a stage name. His real name is Barry. And the fact is that Barry, was a junior senator. This guy was a neophyte U.S. senator. He was no Chuck Percy. Let's just be honest. He comes out of the 2008 primary against Hillary Clinton, and Hillary thinks she's going to win by a landslide. And all of a sudden, there's a pivot because he gives this speech. I'm talking about Barry. And they were so enamored. I'm talking about the DNC was so enamored by this Obama/Barry, senator from Chicago, from Illinois, a corrupt state. Like you said, he couldn't even make his own payments on his car. He was upside down financially, has a zero fiduciary responsibility for himself, let alone the country. Kind of sounds like Ben Johnson, right? Brandon Johnson, right?
Do you know what's funny too, Mitchell? When you go back to the Duchess of Chafington, Hillary, and you see the scandals that they've been able to escape. Some mystery, somehow they've been able to escape it. And you go back to that cut I continue to play about in the Cocaine Cowboys, where they talk about how the drug dealers in our government, in the CIA, how they handpicked Clinton. That's the only explanation. And now you know the other Clinton scandal that broke the other day. Jack Smith's been with him since the beginning. That pock-faced scumbag who went after Trump. You know that too, right? Did you hear the latest?
No, I didn't. What is it?
Oh, you're about
a new
Thanks
CASA document
segue.
shows how Bill and Hillary Clinton's foundation collected donations from foreign and domestic interests seeking influence. The documents, now being dubbed as the Clinton Corruption Files, make it clear that there was an effort to obstruct legitimate inquiries into the foundation by blocking real investigation by line-level FBI agents and DOJ field prosecutors and keeping them from following the money. Attorney General Pam Bondi and FBI Director Kash Patel hope to make all the documents public by the end of this week. And I know so many people, including you, Chris, I'm sure.
Well, this is the end of the week. Where is it? Because I'm still disgusted with that fraud in the FBI.
Although we did not find clear evidence that Secretary Clinton or her colleagues intended to violate laws, there is evidence that they were extremely careless in their handling of very sensitive, highly classified information.
Everything I did was permitted by law and regulation. I had one device.
Secretary Clinton used several different servers, and she also used numerous mobile devices to send and to read email on that personal domain.
I used a single account for convenience. Obviously, these years later, it doesn't look so convenient. My use of personal email was allowed by the State Department.
None of these emails should have been on any kind of unclassified system.
And I never sent nor received any information that was classified at the time it was sent and received. I never sent classified material on my email, and I never received any that was marked classified.
110 emails in 52 email chains have been determined by the owning agency to contain classified information.
Yeah, and you can keep your health care. Barack Obama is heterosexual, and so is Hillary. What else you want to believe? 312-642-5600.
Make money, smoke cigars, and live free on The Sean Thompson Show on AM 560. The Answer.